Uh, Back again, are we? Well, it's good to see you. It's good to have you back. And it's your first time joining us. Welcome. So I'm Matt Powell, and this is the Word of Powell. If you're wondering how to say Powell, P-O-W. Very simple. Some of us probably watching this probably a little illiterate, and just trying to help out people. People helping people, man. That's how we get the world to go around. So last time we talked about how pumpkin spice is an absolute epidemic and it needed to be punished. I'm starting to see less. I don't know if that has something to do with me or y'all out there, but I am seeing less. This is making my heart feel a little bit better, and let's keep it going, man. So, what we're going to talk about this week, and I'm sorry that we didn't do one last week, college finals, man. It's one of those. It's that last-ditch effort for me to try to save my grades, which I'm doing cool in, but it's also still just a kind of kick in the junk with it, and it is what it is. Plus girlfriends and family, drinking beer, you know, things like that. You got to make time for those things. So that's what we had to do as well. So this week we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about using the GI Bill in college for my vets out there. We're also going to talk about how people are wanting $15 an hour for minimum wage. I got into it with somebody over the internet. Apparently that's what we do nowadays with these things. And we had a good discussion about it, and we had a bad discussion about it. So chime in, post your comments, and let's talk about this together. Okay, so there is a strike going on at McDonald's, including in my area of the world, where they are asking for $15 an hour at McDonald's. And then also around the country, there are several politicians wanting $15 an hour, just federal minimum wage. Let's talk about this for a minute, dudes. I am not against somebody being able to take care of their family. Nobody is going to be against somebody taking care of their family. One thing that came up about it was that people thought it was unfair that a multi-billion-dollar company that has, but the guy is worth billions upon billions of dollars, millions upon millions of dollars, but is still getting paid $8 an hour or $9 an hour. Okay, dude, let's talk about what they have to do for this pay. I'm not degrading what anybody has to do. If you're in the fast food business or if you're in this business, you're making minimum wage, man, I'm right there with you, okay? I'm a server. I get it, and we'll talk about that. Dude, let's just talk about how much brain power it takes to do said job. Like I said, you don't need a college degree to do this. Okay, so why should we have to take the extra money? Well, it's because people can't afford things. Okay, go to trade school, go to college, find a job that offers tuition assistance, a.k.a. McDonald's offers tuition assistance. They offer scholarships, they offer tuition pay. They can help you with these things to better your life. Now, that's just the foundation of it. You don't like where you're at, do something to change it, and then go forward from there. Okay? If you don't like you make $8 an hour and you want somebody else to help you, you're officially part of the problem because you're not taking ownership on what you need to do. Find something else. Okay? I didn't have money for college. No, I did. I went in the military. All right? That's how I did my things. And I did 8 years at it because I thought it was cool. Then I realized, oh, this isn't for me. And I want to do something else. So at 30 years old, I went back to college with what I had in my pocket and then the GI Bill. Right? I made the change that I wanted. I did something with my life. Now, an argument could come up with, well, not everybody is available to go in the military. Not everybody's available for things like this. Okay. Now, it still goes back to pushing out of your comfort zone and finding something to do. Let's dig deeper. And this is where I really want to focus on something like this. And with my very low grammar skills and my very, very small vocabulary, I am still going to try to explain this. Let's talk about what it takes to work as a kitchen chef in a fast food restaurant. Okay? It takes some brain power, dude. No disrespect. I go to restaurants and I do this. And thank you for not screwing up my food. I appreciate that. Thank you for not spitting in my food. I hope you don't now after watching this. Thank you for what you do. It's just still a job. It's a lot better than slinging dope. But dude, it doesn't. How long did it take to train you? A couple weeks? Maybe a month? Just get things down. From there, you've progressed and you've worked good. When you've worked good, you've gotten better with what you're trying to do. We've gotten better with what you're doing. Problem is, you're still replaceable. I hate to say it, dude, you're replaceable. Why should a company who hires a man who's maybe starting over in life, or just starting over, family of 4, 40 years old, and needs $15, $16 an hour to survive, or that high school kid down the road who can work almost the same hours, or that kid that's in college that needs the hours, he'll do it for 7. He'll do it for 8. That's just good business. And unfortunately, that's how it is. Is it wrong that people who are worth billions of dollars, or their profits thousands upon thousands of dollars a year, and then they're paying their minimum wage guy $7 an hour? What did that guy do to get there? Look up Marco Rubio's story. Not Marco Rubio, damn it. Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban's story. See where he started. See what he came up with. Okay? And if anybody, the people that I've talked to have actually met the guy, cool cat. He seems like an easygoing dude. He now owns the Dallas Mavericks. And so, he started from nothing, and then he did something with it. You know, I got approached the other day when I was talking about this, and they said I couldn't comprehend this, and I couldn't deal with this, and I couldn't be able to speak on this, and I couldn't understand because of my white privilege. Because I was a male, and I was not handicapped, and I was white, I couldn't speak on something like this. I couldn't understand. I couldn't comprehend. All right, white privilege. Is that why that I've been denied financial aid twice? Because of my white privilege? Is it because that I make taxable $10,000, $12,000 a year from my server job? Is that my white privilege? I make $12,000 a year. Is that my white privilege? Okay. I think it's a crock of shit. I think it's an excuse. Some things are real. Racism is real. Sexism is real. But again, when used inappropriately, that is still just an excuse. Okay? Now, here's an interesting question. It's a challenge to y'all. Take this in, think about this, tell me what you think about it. For the ones that are saying we need $15 an hour minimum wage across the country, across the entire country. Okay? When you go to a restaurant, how much do you tip your server? Next time you go, check and see. Do you do 10%? Do you do 15%? Do you do 20%? Have you even heard of 20%? Okay? If you're going to argue that these people who do minimum wage, and if they work in a fast food restaurant, when they see you for 4 minutes, they take your order, it goes to somebody else, they flip it, they make it, sling it on a bun, and then some person hands it to you, somebody else hands it to you, compared to the server who's going to greet you, take your drink order, get your appetizers, get your entrees, make sure that your custom order is done to you, make sure your drinks are filled, and then clean your plate up when you're done, and you won't give them more than 10%. Think about that. $30 tab. Average $30 tab. 2 people go to a restaurant. Order water, iced teas, maybe a soda. Okay. Have a meal. You're looking at $20, $30. That's $2 to $3, man, for 10%. But that server is depending on you to do this. That's how they make their pay. Because while you're sitting here crying about trying to get $15 an hour, they're working for $2.30 an hour, and they're getting cash. And they still have to claim it on taxes, by the way. They still got to pay taxes. So that's something to think about. That could start with y'all. While you're fighting for the $15 an hour, tip your waiters. Tip your servers. That do way more than just punch into a computer and have somebody else make it, and then somebody else brings it to you. Okay? That's something to think about. Bring it into perspective a little bit. Next time you go, make sure you're tipping your servers. There are several restaurants now that on your ticket, when you check out, it's on there. You can circle, would you like to leave 10, 15, or 20%? Think about 20%. 20% of a $30 tab, it's not that much, man. It's like $5, $6. Okay? And don't quote me on my math, because my math sucks, because I'm bad at math. We've talked about this. This is episode 2 of it. We know how much I'm suck at math. Okay? Something to think about. You can start right there. Now, I am not against, like I said, I am not against somebody who wants more money for something. Earn it. Do what you need to do. And go from there. Now, we've cut that. That's the challenge for today. And that's what's pissed me off today. We're going to talk about something funny. You thought I hated pumpkin spice? This literally just grosses me out. Ladies, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry, okay? I'm not sorry about this. I'm not. I am so not sorry about this. This is gross. I do not like this. I can't fucking do it. I saw this the other day. Actually, kind of creeped me out a little bit. Awkward. When ladies don't shave their armpit hair. Dude, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I hate it. I saw a chick the other day with armpit hair longer than my beard. Okay? That was so gross to me. That's not, I don't think it's unsanitary. It's still hair. You still wash yourself. But this hippie crap, man, that's so gross. Oh my God. If you do it, cool, man. Just don't put your armpit in my face. Please wear long sleeves. All right? And just keep that secret to yourself. Nobody wants to see that shit. Gross. Who does that? Who out there does that? Don't send me photos. Don't you be creepy and send me photos either. It's just gross. Gross. Anybody else feel awkward about that? Anybody? Bueller? Anyway? What's the point behind that? Are you late? Is it because you're lazy? I had a girlfriend say that. She's like, I didn't date somebody for 8 months. I let it ride. I was like, you're a dirty hippie. You want to change the world, but all you do is smoke pot, smell bad. Okay? Is it a feminism trade? Is it a feminism push? Or are you just lazy about it? Is it your stand to the man? Hell of a stance. You probably want $15 an hour for somebody flipping burgers. There you go. All right. That's my tick little thing that pissed me off and something that kind of really creeped me out. Veterans, let's talk for a minute, dude. Guys who are going back to school, think about going to school. This is something that's extremely important that they don't talk about. When you get out and you go to college, that first semester, here you are, you're going back, you're 20, you're 22, you're 30 like me, you slide in for the GI Bill. Oh, I'm going to use the GI Bill. Because your chain of command is arguing like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm going to live off the GI Bill. So a couple things we need to know with this, guys, is, A, it takes a while to start up. The first month that you get it, or the first month of school, you're not going to get it. You're not. It's not going to happen. Okay? That was a huge surprise to me. So you need to plan accordingly. If you get out in May and you feel that you're ready to push into that, you need to start like in May. You need to have everything signed, ready to go. All right. B, if you transfer the post 9/11 GI Bill and you go to your college saying, "Oh, I just want to use my post 9/11 GI Bill," that's not how this goes, man. You have to register. Once you register for courses, you'll say, "Yes, I'm doing financial aid," and you have a GI Bill. From there, you have to go to your VA office. There's another form you have to sign out there. There's a form on e-benefits that you got to sign, I think, as well. It's like a 1040 easy. 1040 TAC easy. That was saying that you're going to be starting it. And the school will not send it off to the VA for payment until the actual first day of school. So they're not going to, so you can go in a month beforehand, which I recommend doing to get all your paperwork in, because the VA will have paperwork, the school will have paperwork, and after you register, your courses and go in, you still have to verify everything. So it's like a 3-4 stage process, man. So be up on that. Anyways, they will not send off to the VA for payment until the actual first day of school. And you're not at the top of the list, man. It's, you got in on this day, okay, well, these 30 or 100 or 1,000 people, you're going to my college, 1,000 people got in before you did, they're first. And it's still people just clicking away, man. Hitting stuff to make sure about this. And eventually your time will get in. But mine took a month. Fucking dog. For the vets that I've talked to about it, it's always the first month you're not going to get anything. And so, if you're depending on that, you need to know that. And also, your payment for that will always come in before your letter does. You'll get a letter saying, yes, we accept payment, you'll be paying for this, here's your tuition. If your college is smart, they will send it off a request saying you are registered, but they won't send a thing for payment yet, but you'll get your book stipend, which is like $500. Okay? Books are expensive. Don't buy, rent, go online and look up a couple websites. I'll post them, I'll try to put them in a comment on here so we know about the ones. I haven't used it, but a couple people have, and it's a lot cheaper than even renting from the university. And then later on, you'll get another letter saying that the college sent it off again, and then your tuition will get paid. My tuition didn't get paid till after midterms, and so that was freaky. I was like, oh man, because you'll hear it all over campus. They'll be like, they're gonna drop you. They're gonna drop you. You don't pay like the third week, they're gonna drop you. As long as they know that the GI Bill is in, they're gonna keep you in class, and everything's gonna be cool, man. That's very important, super important. Also, guys, here's something about it, is vocational rehab. If you got out with a service rating of 30% or more, you are eligible for it. The way it works is you will go on e-benefits, and you'll go under education, and from there you'll go to vocational rehab, and you'll apply. Say, hey man, I'm interested in vocational rehab. Okay, the local VA will call you. They'll set up an appointment, and they'll send a packet. You have to fill out the paperwork and all that, and then you go in. It's not in an auditorium, but it's in a group, and they check your disabilities, and they check all that, and they see if you're eligible. I'm going through that right now. I'm just starting off. That's as much as I know right now. I haven't been to my first appointment yet, and I'll keep you posted on it, guys. But it's made for people that, if you're eligible, it's made for you to get back in the workforce. It's made for a lot. I don't really think it's made for guys like me. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get denied because I'm still walking and talking and moving, going. You know what I mean? And a lot of us are. But it's not like I lost a limb in Afghanistan. You know what I mean? Or I lost an eye. Or I have severe PTSD. Or I have a severe TBI where comprehension is just freaking hard for me. I'm just dumb. And so college is just hard. Okay? But I got a service rating that's right at the peak. Right at that edge, man. And so I'm going to check it out. Because if it works out right, a lot of my buddies have told me about it, that they've used that, and then when they went on to grad school with their GI Bill. Now you're getting out of college, and you're behind the curve with some people, because I'll be 33, I'll be 34 if I'm lucky, that I'm done with all my college, okay? Well, you got guys who are 24, 25, 26. 26, I think, is the average number for my area of people who are starting off out of grad school and into the workforce. I'll be 34, so that kind of puts me a little behind the curve, because guys that are 34 in my area have had these many years of experience in this job. I've got a lot of experience with stuff, but not in that job. So that's a battle we'll fight when that comes, and we'll keep you posted. And this one's going to be kind of a lull session. Finals is kicking my ass. We'll do another one this week, and I promise. I have a way to do it with my own video now, and we'll do another YouTube session, and it will be hilarious. We had a guy comment, thank you for that, talking about how the NFL is supposedly a non-profit organization, but guys are getting paid millions and millions of dollars, and it's corrupt. And I'll admit, I watch the NFL. The reason I watch the NFL is because it's football, man. I think it's cool to watch. Do I agree with a lot of the stuff? No. But at the end of the day, it's still football. Talk about guys getting... You're fighting for minimum wage, and these guys are getting paid millions upon millions of dollars to play a game. That's them, man. Whatever. You know, that's an argument that I can't do a great stipend on. I can't do a great bid on. Because I haven't researched it. And you see how that works? They're out there in the internet world. You do the research, you come up with an argument, and then you conversate about it. And if we disagree, it's not like you gotta be an asshole about it. We can still sit and drink beer and hang out a little bit, okay? We don't have to agree on everything, okay? And if you get offended, you can just say, dude, that pissed me off. I'd be like, all right, my bad, I guess, you know? I'll say it. I did it the other day. Somebody made fun of me. I was like, man, that really got pissed me off. They're like, my bad. I was like, that's cool. Here's a beer. Okay? Simple shit. Simple stuff, all right? Don't be a fucking keyboard warrior and come after me with stuff, okay? Do your facts, get your information, and present an argument. That's how it's supposed to work. One thing I will say about the NFL is that this is a fact that viewings are down. It's like about they have about 3/4 of what they had last year. I think it has a lot to do with some of the players are not standing for the national anthem. Because you can argue that these guys get paid millions of dollars to do this, and it's a huge franchise, it's all corrupt, yes. But at the end of the day, it's still an American sport. It's only in America that we do this, so people get behind that. And it's the national anthem. Every game, the flag comes out. Service members are out there, standing there, holding that flag. There's people fucking fighting for it. I got buddies over there now, man. And when you kneel for this because your people are oppressed, that's going to piss off a lot of people. I respect that you're standing behind something. I think that it's very, not misguided, misdirected. Because what are you doing with that? Now you're just a loudmouth in the room. Okay? You're the drunk chick at the house party saying, oh my God, look at me, I'm so drunk. Alright? You're not doing something to recover from that and protect yourself so you get home safely. You're just being a loudmouth. Do something about it. Go to the local communities. Be the change you want. That's what we've talked about here a lot. I think that has a lot to do with it. It has a lot to do with it. Because you may not have served today, but you love America, and you love football. And this, these jackwagon over here won't do it. Won't stand for it. Won't stand for the national anthem. They're not going to watch. It's like, why? They're going to say, why? It's a bunch of overpriced cryberries that want a flag for everything. And then they won't stand for the actual flag that matters. That could be it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Just a kid from Arkansas that likes to drink beer and then drink coffee in the morning and hang out with hot women. And then try not to fail college. So, thank you for your time this week. We'll try to do one another midweek because the holidays are here. It is that time, baby. It is time for the songs. It is time for the tree. It is to remember the birth of my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. If you don't like it, watch something else. It is the holidays because it is a cumulative Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. Christmas. Christ mess. It is not a holiday tree. It's not a festival tree. It is a Christmas tree. If you don't like it, don't do it. That's cool, okay? Don't make a mockery of the holiday. So, that's my opinion on that as well. Since we're in that holiday season, this is going to be my sign-off, folks. Don't drink and drive. There's going to be a lot of holiday parties. A lot of people getting together for drinks and carrying on. People coming home from college. People coming home from different areas of the world to be with family. This might be the only time you get together. Please be safe. Okay? Please be safe. I've been hurt in a drunken accident before. I've had friends who've been killed in drunken accidents. I've had people who killed other people in drunken accidents. They are now in jail. Average price of an Uber, I'm not trademarking things. Average price for a cab or a ride home, less than $20. Okay? Average price for a DUI, It's 10 grand. Please take that in consideration. Please take my family into consideration. Please don't make a dumb decision and drive this holiday season. All right. Now I'm gonna go have turkey leftovers and watch football, and I'm gonna go drink some more coffee. Thanks for chiming in. Please comment. We'll see you again soon. And this is the Word of Pal.